Assalamualaikum and a very good day I bet to all of you. Well friends, since this is my first time doing recording for my master's subject, so the feeling of nervous and excitedness is here. Well, I feel nervous because I haven't done this before in any of my projects previously, and I feel excited because this is something new which I haven't done before this. Okay friends, before I move on further, let me introduce myself. I am Azureen binti Abdul Aziz from Negeri Sembilan. Currently, I'm 26 years old, the eldest in my family out of two siblings. My favorites, it could be said that, I love listening to music, watching animated movie, and I love reading novels. Reading novels such as motivational and romance novels. Other than that, I also love to play badminton just for fun. And what else? I love collecting stamps and butterfly. That is some of my hobbies that I would like to share with you. Other than that, people and my parents used to say that I'm an easygoing person, lovable and friendly, and yet I guess it's true because I could easily mingle with anyone who I meet in just about 2 days or a few times talking with them. Well, friends, I guess that is all about myself, just a short and brief introduction about me. Well friends, now let's move on what is meant by language learning strategies, or could be said as LLS. After reading a few materials about this, there are many meanings and definitions that has been brought up by all the successful people in this field. Anyway, in my own opinion and thoughts, I feel that language learning strategies are practices and skills applied by a learner to improve and develop his or her language learning. It simply means that it is something that the learner try to develop in order to improvise him or herself in acquiring a language. Well friends, now let me tell you about my language learning strategies. Here are 5 methods or tips that I do apply in my studies since before. The first one is listen and apply. Well friends, actually I do believe in the phrase of study smart rather than study hard because I'm not a workaholic or study hard in my studies since before. What I will do is I will always pay attention in the class, listen what the lecturer is saying. Because for me, I believe that by listening of what the lecturer is saying, it is really beneficial rather than you going back home and doing the reading on your own. Secondly, I use flashcards in my studies. For me, flashcard is very useful in my studies where I will always stick the flashcards on the wall by writing off all the important notes or the difficult vocabulary that I need to remember. Well, I'll actually apply this more often, especially during exam or during the test time. Thirdly, I do watch videos and movies. I does this to improve my vocabulary because I believe that by watching videos and movies, the actor or actress usually come up with new vocabulary which will be very useful and beneficial for us, especially in writing and speaking. Other than that, I also admire watching videos and movies because of their style of speaking, where they have their own style, dialects, and their intonation, which is very beneficial for me to improvise my speaking skills. My fourth tips of my language learning strategies is this is quite weird because I don't think there are many people who apply this, which is sing my favorite song for theoretical subject. As for me, I don't really like theoretical subject which need memorization, especially subjects like Research Methodology 1 and Educational Policy. For these type of subject, since I have to memorize the theory, what I did was I copied all the theories, the important points, I jot down, and then I try to memorize it using by singing my favorite song. By doing that, I could easily remember the phrases and the vocabulary of the theory mentioned in those subjects. And lastly, I always believe in myself, confident that I can do it. We should always be confident of what we are doing. Nothing is impossible. That is the policy that I do apply since my childhood time to improve myself in my studies. Well, friends, I guess that's all from me regarding my language learning strategies. Thank you.